A transformer is a room full of librarians. Every word in your sentence is a librarian. Every librarian asks the same question: who here has information relevant to me right now? Every librarian answers with, here's what I know. The room does a weighted mix based on the match, then repeats. That's the entire architecture. No math, just books, labels, and a good lookup. Last video, the paper. Attention is all you need. The historical story. This video, the mechanics. In plain English, what queries, keys, and values actually mean. Why the picture in the paper looks intimidating and doesn't need to be. And why once you see it as a lookup, every transformer diagram in the world stops being scary. V5 gave us the paper. The transformer replaces recurrence with self-attention. Stacked attention plus feed-forward. Positional encodings for word order. The paper's diagram is the famous one. Encoder on the left, decoder on the right, arrows everywhere. It looks like a wiring diagram from an aircraft carrier. It's actually much simpler once you know what each block does. Today's puzzle. What does self-attention actually do to a sentence? And what's the difference between a query, a key, and a value? Because those three words carry the whole architecture. If you get the metaphor, you understand the transformer. Miss it, and the diagram stays scary forever. Today's 3 beats. First, the lookup metaphor. Queries, keys, values in a library. What each one is in one sentence. Second, positional encoding. Why the model needs it and what it looks like without saying the word sinusoid. Third, the full loop. Attention, feed forward, attention, feed forward, repeat. That's the entire transformer, 6 blocks deep, or 96, or whatever. Beat 1, the lookup metaphor. Imagine a library. Every book has a spine label. That's the key. And the content of the book, that's the value. You walk in with a question, that's the query. You look at every spine label, decide which ones match your question, and pull down the matching books. You get more information from the ones that match well, less from the ones that don't. That's self-attention. Now the twist. In a transformer, every word in the sentence is both a library book and a person walking in with a question. Every word has 3 vectors: its own query, its own key, its own value, all computed from the word embedding by 3 learned matrices. Q equals the embedding times WQ. K equals the embedding times WK. V equals the embedding times WV. Same word. 3 different projections. 3 roles. Now the pass. Take the word cat. Its query goes to every other word in the sentence. Compare cat's query against every other word's key. High similarity means high attention weight. Low means low. Sum up the values weighted by those attention scores. That's the new representation of cat. Then do the same for every other word. In parallel. All at once. One big matrix multiply. Beat 2. Positional encoding. Notice a problem with what we just described. If every word looks at every other word with no order, the sentence dog bites man has the same attention pattern as man bites dog. 2 very different news stories. The transformer needs to know word order, but no recurrence. Solution: add a little vector to each input embedding that says I am at position 7. Now the same word at position 2 versus position 7 has a slightly different vector, and attention can pick up on that. What does the positional encoding actually look like? In the original paper, it was a fixed pattern of sines and cosines at different frequencies. Position 1 has a specific wavy pattern. Position 2, a slightly different one. Position 7, a very different one. But you don't need to worry about the specific math. Later transformers just learn the positional encoding as another set of parameters. Both work. What matters is the concept. Every input token gets tagged with its position. One more thing to know about attention itself. It's multi-headed. Instead of doing one attention pass with one set of Q, K, V matrices, transformers do 8 parallel attention passes with 8 different learned Q, K, V sets. Each head can specialize on a different kind of relationship. One head might focus on syntactic dependencies, another on coreference, another on topical similarity. Then the 8 results get concatenated and mixed. That's multi-head attention. Beat 3. The full loop. After attention, every word has a new representation that mixed in information from every other word. Now, feed forward. A regular little neural network, a couple of matmos, and a ReLU, applied independently to each position. Nothing special, just the Von mini network from earlier. That's the digest what you just learned. Step. Attention gathers. Feed forward choose. Now stack that. Attention, feed forward. Attention, feed forward. In the 2017 paper 6 times. In GPT-3 96 times. Same pattern. Every block reads richer information from every other word. Every block digests. After enough blocks, each word's representation is basically a summary of the entire sentence, focused through its own perspective. That final vector is what the model uses to predict the next word. That's the whole thing. Input embeddings plus positional encodings. In. Attention, feed forward. Attention, feed forward. Attention, feed forward. Out. A probability distribution over the next word. Train it on trillions of tokens. Wait, settle. You get GPT, you get Claude, you get every LLM. The mechanics are truly this simple. The scale is what makes it magic. 3 takeaways before the quiz. 1. QKV is a library lookup. Query is the question. Key is the spine label. Value is the content. Every word plays all 3 roles at once. Attention is a weighted sum of values, weighted by query key similarity. 2. Positional encoding solves no word order. Each input embedding gets a unique per position vector added. Sinusoidal or learned. Both work. Every position has a fingerprint. 3. The full loop. Attention gathers. Feed forward digests, stack n times. That's the entire transformer. 6 blocks in the 2017 paper, 96 in GPT-3. Same pattern. Scale is what makes it magic. Quiz 1. In the library lookup metaphor, what do query, key, and value correspond to? A question, answer, source. B. What am I asking? Q. What am I about? K. What is my content? V. Every word plays all 3 roles at once. C. Input, hidden state, output. Or D. Encoder, decoder, embedding. B. This is the entire self-attention metaphor. Every word has 3 learned projections of its embedding. Its query, what it's looking for. Its key, its topic label. And its value, its content. Attention is a weighted sum of values, weighted by query key similarity. Quiz 2. Why does a transformer need positional encoding? A. To speed up training on GPUs. B. Because with no recurrence and pure attention, the model treats a sentence as an unordered bag of words. Dog bites man, and man bites dog would look the same without a per position tag added to each input embedding. C. To reduce the number of parameters. Or D. Because ReLU requires it. B. This is the exact reason. The 2017 paper used sinusoidal positional encodings. Later transformers just learn them. Both work. The concept is what matters. Every position gets a fingerprint added to its embedding. Quiz 3. What is the structure of one transformer block? A. An LSTM cell wrapped in dropout. B. A self-attention sublayer that mixes information across positions followed by a position-wise feed-forward sublayer that digests it independently at each position, stacked n times to form the full model. C. Just a convolutional layer. Or D. Random dropout applied to embeddings. B. Attention gathers, feed-forward digests. 6 blocks in the 2017 paper, 96 in GPT-3. Same pattern, just scaled. Once you see the block, the whole architecture stops being scary. Back to the puzzle. Lecture 6 is the story of how deep learning ate NLP. V5 was the paper. V6 was the picture. You now know what a transformer actually does. 6 videos left in this lecture. BERT versus GPT. Scaling, tokenization inside an LLM. Then a recap. Next video. 2 different ways to pre-train a transformer. Both work. Both look nothing alike. Next time, BERT versus GPT. Same transformer. 2 different pre-training objectives. 2 different worldviews about how language models should work. And why the field split down the middle in 2018 and never fully reunited. Hit subscribe.